I work at Panera Bread. This next comic's a good friend of mine. He's only 18 years old, but he's been killing it lately. Give it up for Jacob Dahl.
What up, Beachside? Alright, hold on. It's a great start. Alright, anyways. Yeah, anyways. Basically just gonna be how the rest of the set's gonna look like, just so you know. But yeah, I'm 18 years old. Matter of fact, thing about me in my life, I guess. I got my first job interview on Tuesday, so that's exciting. So, there you go. Yeah, it's for Lowe's. I always thought about it, like, too, just like, what would be the opposite of Lowe's? Would it be Highs? And it would just be a weed store, you know? Just me and my mind being dumb. But hearing a lot of jokes about autism and whatnot. Anyone here know anyone who has autism? Yeah. Yeah? They're a handful? You don't know? Oh. Well, I know they can be because I have a friend who's autistic, and he was always kind of just like that one friend that he always want to be that friend that like gave advice, you know, like life advice about like talking to girls and whatnot. And he would talk to me because I was like the awkward friends who would try to give me advice talking to girls, but instead of giving me advice, he became an asshole and started bragging about how many girls he's been with, you know. So then he'll be like, haha, no bitches. I'm like, haha, autism. And then his freaking fidget spinners and Rubik's Cubes, you know. Oh, man. By the way, you look like that one TikToker, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
The guy that does the... Yeah. God, I don't even know who's on TikTok anymore. He's probably gonna get banned, I don't know. Oh, man, I guess we'll try some new stuff. Kids are expensive. I don't have any, obviously, but I'm just thinking that they are. Because, just being a parent is like, becoming a parent is like probably like the biggest job you have like the rest of your life, you know? And speaking of parents, give it up for my mom right here. She's been supporting me with doing comedy for almost 5 months now, and not only that, she's been dealing with my bullshit for 18 years and counting. And yes, and counting. Yeah, it's something I always thought about. I was like, it's like, damn, like, why did my parents decide to have a third kid? Like, cause I'm the youngest out of 3 kids. I'm just like, why did they decide to have a third kid? Like, why didn't they keep the numbers even, you know? And I think about that, I'm just like, well, cause like, there's a 2-year gap between me and my sister, and there's a 4-year gap between me and my sister, which means there's like a 6-year gap between me and my oldest brother. I'm just like, it's like, why didn't they keep the pattern? They just woke up one day, it's like, you know what, we should have a third kid. Boom, 9 months later, born, you know? Except, before I was born, there's this story that, my mom got in a car accident when she was pregnant with me. So I kind of thought the airbag just kind of fucked me up right in the head, you know? And we go, you know? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a stutter. It's not really that bad now, but it was really bad when I was younger. I would stutter over every other word, or every word, English. It's my first language. But I think Eric was talking earlier about what the languages, and my mom's first language will also be fuck. She knows it, that's why she's laughing so hard.
It's my favorite fucking word.
There you go. Right there.
My parent.
Alright, Mike, you can quit with the fake laughs, alright? I'm trying to get to my set. Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul. It's Sunday, I thought it'd be appropriate to say that. Anyways, God, lost track of what I was gonna say. But yeah, speaking about kids, yeah, they're expensive. I always felt like, why was I the third kid? And I always said I was like the most pain in the ass out of all the three kids, because, you know, whenever one thinks about the youngest, they think about Satan himself, you know? And whenever they think about the middle child, they think about, like, that child who's forgotten, like, who the fuck's a middle child, you know? And that's my sister. And they turn out to be the most unique, you know? And, I mean, my sister's gay, so I guess that was her unique card for that. And the oldest child is just the only one that has the responsibilities, you know? Oh, man, but yeah, just like, you need to keep the numbers even, you know? Freaking, like, biggest pain in the ass, and then mom would be talking to me. And, she'll be like, you know, like, talking to me and like, she'll be like, oh my god, what? She's like, you? I'm like, oh my god, you know? Get on each other's nerves. I'm just like, I don't want to say, oh my god to me, you know? Freaking, you decided to have a third kid, and now you have to deal with the consequences of your actions, you know? Should have kept the numbers even, you know? Because, in my opinion, if you're ever going to have kids, just have two. Alright? All I'm going to say is just so that, the only reason I say two and not one is just so that the only kid's not lonely, you know? And the second kid's only there for company, you know? And the third kid, we don't fucking know, and that's me, so, yeah. Freaking thought I'd try something new there, but, I guess I'll end off on this, okay, so, before I get off here, wants to hear a quick story? Yeah! Alright. I'm not racist. When I'm driving, sorry, those freaking assholes that don't deserve to be on the road, you know? But back in 6th grade, I was dating this girl. It turned out to be around the 2016 presidential election, and everyone was talking about like who they were voting for and whatnot. And I didn't know anything about politics, and being 18, still don't. And so like she was like talking to me, like she was all aggressive about too. Like we were at lunch, and like she was talking to me. She's like, "Who are you voting for?" I was like, "What?" She's like, "Who are you voting for?" I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't get what you're talking about." And she's like, "President-wise." I'm like, "Oh fuck, well." Obviously with me not knowing anything about politics, I said the one word I only knew, and that was Trump. Yeah, she didn't like that at all, so she got it in my face, and she bitch slapped me right across the face. True story. And then she got up in my face again, and then she was like, "How dare you, I'm Mexican." I'm like, "I'm sorry, you're Mexican?" Because I actually say this, but in my head I was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, well, but to me you look completely white to me," so I didn't know they came in that color too. But anyways, that's my time, guys, for now, so get up for Pre, Charles. Woo!
This is a miracle.
Keep it going for Jacob Dahl. We only got a few comments left. We're almost there. Give it up for Pat Donnelly.